Ladies and gentlemen, I've just woke up. We've got the new reveals and stuff. I have skimmed through it. And I think we're getting some really good hype. But let's just go ahead and go through the video quickly. I did look through it a little bit, but not much. So let's just go ahead and have a skim through it quickly.
Hello, everyone. I'm the producer of Dragon Ball Legends, Toshi. It's great to be here again. But, of course, I'm not alone.
Hello, I'm the advertising producer, Craig. Let's get started with today's reviews and stuff.
Okay.
So from the end of August all the way to the beginning of October,
Okay, so they just talk about Powerful Opponent Broly and Cooler being released and blah de blah. The Powerful Opponent count came.
getting on in-game and on our social big
Update info.
Okay.
Hyperdimensional Co-op is getting an overhaul. While it will be based on the current Hyperdimensional Co-op, we hope to make it even more exciting and strategic. The biggest change is that each player will be able to select 2 characters.
Wow.
so you'll be able to switch characters during the fight.
Yes. As part of the overhaul, the boss will change elements during the fight.
Wow.
So you'll need to swap out in order to seize an advantage or to avoid being put at a disadvantage. Rising rushes will also be adjusted. Currently, you get a massive power boost if both players pick the same arts card. There's also a chance that the boss will pick the same card as you and your buddy, which totally neutralizes your Rising Rush. That's the current system, but we will be changing it to something similar to the Dokabaki Impact. You and your buddy will each aim for a high score, and the closer your scores are to that goal, the more damage you will be able to inflict.
It had to be on the same page as your buddy about which arts card is the best to pick. But we all just need to aim for the highest score. That's a lot simpler to understand.
For sure. And this way, the boss won't be able to negate and waste your
Wow, so basically you can use 2 cards. You get, I guess you get bonus missions now. Wow. And you get rewards for the bonus missions now, which is pretty cool. And obviously, so basically you get 2 new characters. You can put 2 characters into co-op, and the enemy will switch out between the 2 elements. It will recommend the elements that the enemy will be, so you can use them 2 characters. And yeah, pretty much switch out. The rush has changed, so it's like a tap attack thing, and you no need to press a card now, where you both have to agree to press like blast or green. You just both time something, and it does as much damage as your timing, which is pretty good. I think if you got good timing, you're gonna be slapping them every time.
attack with characters that have certain tags, or even taunt, and clearing.
Yeah, okay, we get it.
I see. It sounds like this is an announcement.
Okay, here's the new character. Okay. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Wow. So yeah, pretty much. This begins the collaboration with Dragon Ball Superhero Inside Legends, and we're starting off with Potential Unleashed Piccolo and obviously Pan. If you look at the arts in game as well, it is like the movie 3D effect. Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome. I'm really impressed with this. I'm really impressed. Anyways, let's carry on. Let's see the abilities.
Pan and Piccolo Power Awakening are coming to life.
Yep.
And I love them even more because of it. Now, let's check out.
Okay, let's see some. Here's the gameplay of them. Okay. Cover change. Let's go, baby. Okay, on a strike. Here comes the ult. He has an ult. No, of course.
The way you are now, you will never defeat me.
Next up, let's discuss their abilities. Pan will have a kit that's
Okay, I'm gonna skim through this quickly. She has 18% to episode. Oh, she's a health buffer for Hybrid Saiyan and Saga. And Bosun family's crits. Wow. Wow, she's really important. I cannot lie. She's very important. A health buffer. She's also a sport type red. Saga from movies. Probably needed. We probably needed a red Sagas. Actually, no, this cooler. What am I talking about? Apply the following effects to self per battle member when battle starts. She gets 50% damage inflicted. Oh no, 75%. And then 60% to reduce damage received. That includes all 3 battle members. 60% to key recovery. And 75% to special move damage inflicted. Which is pretty nice if all 3 battle members are alive. She also applies the following effects to... Let me just get rid of these captions because I don't think we really need them, to be honest. Alright, so she does apply the following effects to allies. When she switches to standby, you gain 40 key and 5% of damage inflicted each time, you know. So you switch it out 10 times, your allies will be actually doing 50% of damage inflicted. And the health restoration will go over the roof as well. It's pretty fun.
specializes in supporting your team. Each time Pan is switched to standby, arts power, and even
Okay, apply the following effects when this character enters the battlefield. Alright, so she does a lot of debuffing. 10% to strike odds and blast odds. Oh, minus 10% to their powers. She debuffs their blast and strike odds. Pretty fun. 20% less special move damage or ult damage or awakened odds damage and lowers the crit rate. Wow. She has a strike hard cover change as well, so she completely debuffs the damage. She has a strike hard cover change. Can be comboable into a 50 move. The following effects occur every time when hit with a card. Strike, blast, or special odds, which is a green. Inflicts all enemies with 2 sub counts. Well, activates once. So, wow. And then reduces enemy key by 15. Activates 6 times every time she gets hit. Shortens ally sub count Gohan or Piccolo by 1. This could come in handy. If you see what Gohan is able to do, you'll understand why this is so useful. Applies the following effects to allies, after enemy attack is over. 30% damage inflicted. What? Restores health by 5. Cancels own attribute downgrades. Now, does Pan do this whenever an enemy attacks anyone? It could be, we'll have to see. 30% of damage inflicted by allies for 15 time accounts, including her other buffs. It's absolutely nutty. She's a health buffer as well.
strike arts. Pan is
I can see madness going on. Alright, Piccolo. Z ability, 2% to blast damage inflicted. A Saga from the movies, obviously. 30% to Saga from the movies regen or super warrior base strike and blast attack. So he's an offensive build on his Z ability. He is a purple range type as well. Pretty interesting. Applies the following effects to self when battle starts. 80% damage inflicted, 60% reduced damage, and minus 10 to blast cards. Not bad. The following effects occur if there is a hybrid Saiyan or regen or super warrior other than this guy on the party. 50% of damage inflicted, so he's coming in on a whopping... Wow. He's coming in on a whopping 130%. Inflicts enemies with minus 1 to draw speed and plus 10 to arts cards for 30 timer counts. What the heck? Okay. Is this when battle starts? You just when you enter with him? I don't know. But bloody heck, that could be annoying. The following effects occur when this character is switched to standby. Restores ally health by 5%. 20% damage inflicted again. Reduce enemy key by 20. These guys seem like they just want to juice someone up. Piccolo and Pan. Alright, so the first part is looking pretty good. Restores allied character Gohan upon health by 20% when this character is defeated. These guys are just supporting Jihan, aren't they? It makes sense. It does make sense if you watch the movie. Randomly destroys 2 enemy cards and changes cover. Knocks enemies back to long range if performed against a strike. So he's like the yellow Gohan, but he cover changes on a strike card. Instead of Gohan absorbs the blast. And he does destroy 2 cards, which is pretty handy. Apply the following effects to self and this character enters the battlefield. Activates a green card. Draws a green card, activates twice. I wonder what his green card does. Restores key by 20. 100% to next blast damage inflicted. Increase arts card. He has draw speed for 15 time accounts. Wow, so his first blast card, he's like an absolute truck, double damage. Alright, the following effects occur when this character lands a strike card or a blast card. 10% to damage retrieved every time, minus the health restoration, so he debuffs every time. The following effects occur after enemy attack is over. It afflicts all enemies with no switching for 3 time counts. He has something similar to Pan, restores own ki by 20. So when he takes a bit of a beating, the enemies cannot switch. These two both look like the Juicing of Gohan, and they like lock, and they both allies, and they debuff. They seem very similar, Piccolo and Pan, if you think about it. Anyways, let's just carry on.
The Dragon Ball. Moving from the land of... The summon animation is getting a new background for a limited time to celebrate the addition of these new characters from the movie. We're moving from the land of ice.
No way, Red Ribbon Army's hidden base. They're changing first when you get the summon background. I think when you get the Broly summon, I think, which is the land of ice. The Blue Skies, sorry, they're gonna change it to Red Ribbon Army, which is wow, finally new summon animations. I don't think it's been updated in nearly 2 years, you know. And
To
they've
the
actually
Red
changed the
Ribbon,
background.
me too. Make sure you don't miss out on
Which is
extra
really
100
impressive.
summon tickets.
Alright, they basically done this, limit break your characters.
In other words, just log in on 10 days during the campaign to get the maximum number of free summons.
There you go. And you can get characters, Gamma 1 and 2 are in it. So just log in, you get like 100 tickets, 10 multis, which is pretty nutty. Alright, you also...
1,000 chrono crystals, 100 slot removers, and a sparking guaranteed summon ticket.
Nice. So you can get Pan Z Power by 300, 1k CC, a guaranteed sparkling ticket on the new banner, 100 obviously the tickets like we just seen, and 100 slot removers. Just log in for the 14 days
For the
and you get all
summon,
this.
featuring the new character. So
Pretty much.
don't
Or any
From the main story and event story.
Alright, obviously they've buffed up everything. 0 cost in the main story up to part 8. 2 times XP and Zenio, nearly everything. Half the training time. Let's get it.
plus
or the
we have
Slot
What else? You got
removers.
Toshimoto. Trade for Chrono Crystals and more at the exchange shop. We got a new exchange shop. We got the Red Ribbon Army cards. These are the medals in the middle. And we got slot removals
Go
and
medals.
all sorts of
And
stuff.
even some red
Now, I don't see no LFZ power, but I'm sure there'll be some somewhere.
ribbon.
can be us to change your arts card sleeves and try Team Clash
Teaching
Raid.
you how to change your draw speed.
Collect raid medals and get
A new raid against Gamma 1. Very impressive. Obviously, we know we can get tons of CC and tons of LFZ power from here. Buff up your Gohan, ladies and gentlemen, or anyone else that you want to do Zenkai or anything. And yeah,
incredible reward. Deal more damage to the boss. So the
basically teaching you that you got to use the damage inflicted characters, obviously, if you want to do the raid. You know how to do the raid, right? Okay, so we got a new Zenkai Awakening coming.
and you'll just fine.
And that brings us to the end of our breakdown of the Dragon Ball Super Superhero Movie campaign. But let's keep going.
Super Full Power Saiyan 4 Goku is getting a Zenkai Awakening.
Yeah, as you can see, Mr. Super Saiyan Full Power Goku is now getting a Zenkai. This guy did release for the 2nd anniversary with VB. And I think this says a lot, you know. We're getting a new Gauntlet. I think this goes to show that it's about to be pretty lit. I mean, he's GT. Is this? I think this is a clue for the festival. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. We'll cross
Just
that.
recently,
Zenkai is the Full Power Saiyan Day.
those
Yeah, yada yada.
What's that?
Oh my god. Okay.
But that is all we have
Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
for now. See you again in the next reveals and stuff. Goodbye.
Are you ready, kids?
This is what a real superhero looks like.
What's that? You wanna know what we are?
Hero attack! Here's something extra!
Take this!
Get ready! Finish this! Special beam cannon!
Do it! Oh my god.
You'll see. I'll protect everything and everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's finally here. Beast Gohan. Now, the movie did release a few months ago. They've actually gone ahead and put him in. I think it would be too early for him. But I guess they do not care. I mean, we did get a few hints here and there, obviously, with all the Saga from movie buffs. And they've finally gone ahead and slapped him on. This is gonna make Saga from movies probably the best team in the game for now. Because the festival is around the corner. But wow. Let's just go ahead and quickly take a look at his abilities.
Of course, that wasn't the end. We wanted
Yep, you got us.
more
Alright, let's see what he does.
Is that all you've got?
His gameplay on him.
Is that all you've got? Guess it's my turn. Let's do this. Should be used to into the line. Finish this. Special beam cannon. You'll see. I'll protect everything and everyone.
Wow.
And here are his abilities. Son Gohan Beast.
Okay. Ooh. Now, so when 30% to high rates, Saga from movies, the Sun family. Ooh, baby, Sun family, let's go. MUI, baby. Anyways, unique ability applies the following effects when battle starts. Charges his unique age to 100%. Wow, so he's already filled. 90% damage inflicted, reduced damage received by 60%. I mean, pretty good. Draw speed by 1 permanently. -5 to card draw cost permanently. We'll love to see it. Applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. Restores ki by 40%. An additional 60% of damage inflicted, so he's coming in at a whopping 150. Nullifies enemy element factor for sustained damage cut. So the damage he takes, he will be our element nullification for. Activates 5 times. Nullifies attribute downgrade abnormal conditions. F you Hercule, not today, gets zapped. The following effects also occur if there's a defeated battle member. Now look at Piccolo and Pan. They already give out buffs for death buffs and just switching on all this stuff to Gohan as well. And this guy gets an extra tank, 10% damage received when someone dies. Randomly destroys enemy card, restores own health by 25% each time. Activates 3 times if someone's dead. This guy just keeps healing. Oh, he's gonna be a bother. Also draws if there you go. If defeated Piccolo and Pan, which they do buff Gohan if they die. He draws a green card. I wonder what his green card does. The following effects occur when changing cover. Randomly destroys 1 card. He has the MUI, the UI, and the Gogeta cover change, where he cover changes on strike or blast. It activates twice, and he destroys a card when he does it, which is pretty cool. Reduces on subcon by 3 every time enemy uses a 50 move, awakened arts, or a 20 move, which I don't know. He's a melee type. They make him sound like he's a tank. Now he has Jiren's ability where applies the following effects to self and an enemy activates Rising Rush, activates once, restores own health by 30%, and then restores own health by 30% only once when it reaches 0. What? Also, when restores applies the following. So when they activate Rising Rush, this guy heals straight away, and then he gets endurance on top of that. Okay, whatever. So when they activate Rising Rush, he restores health 30% then, and also I guess that's in case it's not done to him. But if he lands on him, he gets endurance anyways, which is pretty funny. Charges own unique cage every time this character uses the arts card while they're on the battlefield. Like Ultra Super Gogetas, you just throw cards and it fills up. Restores ki by 40 when full. 25% to damage inflicted for 30 timer counts. Increases arts card draw speed by 15 timer counts. He already has draw speed. He'll get 2 times draw speed, and he'll nullify cover changes for 15 timer counts and 15% to all damage. He's looking pretty nutty. And one more nutty thing is he does in fact inflict 15% to damage inflicted from his 20 move, his ultimate damage, every time you fill up the gauge, and it cannot be cancelled. And I think it can stack. It doesn't say cannot be stacked. This man, you fill his gauge up 10 times, he'll do 150% to his ult damage. Oh my god. So this guy has the hardest hitting ult in the game, because you can just keep filling it. There's no limit on it. Just pretty nutty, you know. And yeah, I think that's everything. I don't want to go over his kit too much. Oh yeah, one more thing. So there's a new event coming out.
Play the stage.
It is the same kind of event as Eliminate the Earthling that can be found on the event pages under the special tab.
That's a good way to think about it. Here are the characters you'll need to play.
It looks like
So basically, it's an event. You need these characters to complete these stages. Basically, you can see Yodra, Goku, LF, Gohan, the new Piccolo, and Gohan for the last
Piccolo
4
Power
stages.
Awakening and
Restricted to the people who get
Just take a look at the rewards you get. You actually get Z power. I don't need the Gohan Z power, useless. The 200cc I'll take. 600 Z power for Piccolo I'll take. And 600 Z power for Mr. Gohan. Wow. So they're actually giving out free Z power for him. Now, obviously, the top right Gohan, I have him 14 stars, so he's useless. But wow, they actually giving out a featured character's LFZ power for completing an event. And Piccolo. This is the first time they've done this.
be played
Wow.
with characters.
Gohan.
And yeah, yada. I don't
Please
want to
understand.
dwell too much on it. I think that's the video, guys. We're gonna make another video reacting to his kit when it's fully released. All the kits. Stay tuned for that. And it's been your boy Neo Kai. I hope you're hyped. Best of luck with all your summons. I'm gonna be going nuts. And yeah, I'll catch you guys all in the next video.